Hi, everyone. Jessica Ridella here with Kevin Kelly. We are two of the ICO analysts for Bitcoin Market Journal, and today we are talking with you about Stacktical ICO. So essentially, Stacktical wants to create a decentralized SLA management platform to compensate users when platforms are down and really incentivize companies to keep them running. So as we all know today, reliability and speed are fundamental features of any online service or platform. And in order to keep users satisfied, these platforms really need to be proven to be consistently bug-free and reliable. So today it's hard for these service providers to know how to really scale their platforms. And what we like about Stacktical is prior to this current ICO, they actually have a working platform with users on it to use data analytics and AI to really help predict whether or not projects are going to be able to scale and scale effectively. And in addition to helping these online service providers scale, Stacktical really came up with another use case here that needs improvement, and that's ensuring that users are compensated when these platforms don't scale effectively and are not reliable. And this is really where the blockchain comes into play. So they want to connect their current platform with a blockchain application that's going to essentially provide a decentralized SLA management platform. And it's going to use smart contracts to ensure that users can get compensated whenever a service or platform doesn't perform. And these smart contracts are actually going to facilitate, verify, and execute terms of these service level agreements and really enable stakeholders to automate the process of establishing and enforcing these SLAs, and also automate the settlement of any violations so that users can be compensated appropriately. So we think this is a great use case for blockchain. If you look at how the current system works for this, let's just look at AWS. If, in the event that AWS is down, they actually ask users to bring their own data to prove that the platform wasn't reliable. And from a user standpoint, that's tricky. How are you really going to show that? There should be an automated system in there that proves that the platform didn't work so that they can be compensated. So we really like that they are focusing on this, and especially that Stacktical themselves are an infrastructure solution for an infrastructure problem. So this makes sense. This is a great use case, and they seem to be the first movers in this space. The team, while small, has a focus on building out advisors and partnerships. And like I said, they have experience in this space. They have a company that's been working on the scalability infrastructure side, and they have a working MVP for that. So Kevin, why don't you talk about the upcoming blockchain platform, what the status and roadmap is for that, and more about the token?
Yeah, so the MVP is currently functional for Stacktical. They're trying to work out whether or not, when to implement the blockchain aspects of the platform, but currently they're running on the Ethereum blockchain. The MVP is absolutely available to use on the website. You just have to register and create an account, so that's great. From an investor standpoint, to make sure they have something legitimate, and from a technology standpoint, people get to try out the product and see if they could potentially find use for it for themselves. If we're looking at the token, it doesn't have any features like dividends, profit sharing, or equity in the company. But what it does do is it forces you to hold a certain amount of DSLA tokens just to access the platform. So you're looking at increasing demand, kind of not artificially, but in a sense by requiring people to actually hold maybe 1,000 before they can access the platform versus, oh, I have 3 or 4 Stacktical in my wallet, so I can access the platform. So they're actually making it more exclusive in that sense, trying to drive the price of the Stacktical token, the DSLA. And if, for those of you who had no idea what SLA meant or what's going on, it's a pretty complex concept, especially with the way cloud computing is now. But a great thing that Stacktical offers is a one-pager that kind of gives a high-level overview of the project. So if you're looking at the business aspects, or you just want to know kind of the gist of the project, that's the best thing to go check out. Their buzz is actually pretty good as well. They have decent Facebook followers and Twitter followers. And what's actually unique is they're really getting legitimate engagement on each post, maybe 250, 300 likes or shares per post, which is great to see, because sometimes we see these projects that have 13,000 followers, and then each post gets maybe 2 likes, which leads us to believe that the majority of those followers are fake. So Stacktical has a couple things going for it. If they tied it together a little bit better, their score would be a bit higher. But we feel that 3.5 is where they're at, and not a bad place to be at all.
Yeah, and like Kevin said, we are really excited to see the final MVP when they actually integrate the blockchain. It's great that they have something devoted to scalability, but once they get that blockchain aspect in there, it's going to be really exciting. And, we advise them to continue expanding on that marketing and buzz. They're doing a great job with that. But once they spread the word out, it's going to help them really capture value in this market. So we look forward to seeing what they produce, and great job to the team. So thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time.